What is up, guys? It's TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another Make It Work challenge. Today we are doing the Marlins. This team has, I think, a lot to work with. So starting pitchers, they have a ton. They have a ton of B potential or better players. Um, yeah, obviously we have some, bigger contracts, but pretty good there. They have decent relief pitching for the most part. If not, we're just gonna fill it with starters. And they got a decent closer. Is he great? No, but I've seen him get up to like 85, 86 overall, so I think we can work with it. They got two youngish catchers that are both decent and have B potential, with a third that has C. One of them is probably going to move to first. First base is where it gets iffy. That's why one of these two guys, probably going to be Augustin Ramirez, is going to move to first. Second base, they have two great second base options, and a third who's kind of like more of a utility guy, but who's decent. Xavier Edwards is going to be a key piece in this because he progresses a little bit, but he just always has a high batting average, high on base percentage. Same with Otto Kemp. Connor Norby's a decent third baseman. He'll hold it down as long as he progresses a little bit. Shortstop, really don't have much. It's really just between Starlin and Ava Arquette. Probably one of these second basemen are going to go over there. It's probably going to be Otto Lopez. Left field, we got Kyle Stowers, Dane Myers, and Heriberto Hernandez. Three good left fielding options that are B potential. Center field, we got Derek Hill, who absolutely rakes against lefties. So he might honestly be like a platoon bat with one of these guys. Who knows? And then right field, we got Griffin Conine. Jacob Marcy is okay. Joey Weimer's got decent potential, also good against lefties. So yeah, we got guys like Jacob Berry and I guess like Cam Canarella, who they also drafted with what's his name, PJ Morlando. Funny or not funny, crazy thing is he got hurt during a rain delay in like his third professional game because they were doing a lifting competition for some reason during a rain delay. But yeah, that being said, I think this team has a lot to work with. We're not gonna have much star power, but I think for the first year we're just gonna kind of run it with what it is, and then whoever progresses progresses, and then whoever doesn't, we will find a superstar to replace. Like I said, the rotation I don't think I'm going to need to touch because Edward Cabrera gets up to like an 88. Sandy will get up to like mid 80s to high 80s in the next couple of years. Then we do have like enough guys to kind of fill out the rest. So yeah, I think generally we should be okay here. It's really just going to be the hitting about who develops and who doesn't. So that being said, let's get through the first year, see who develops, and then see what positions we need to kind of fill in. So yeah. All right, we are at the home run derby. No one from our team here, but you will be surprised to know that we are 50 and 46. We're 3 games back in the NL East, which is just insane to say out loud. What does the All-Star team look like for us? No one's starting. That's okay. Who do we have here? Cade Gibson. Don't tell me that's our only All-Star. Wow. There's a very real chance that that's our only All-Star. That's what it's looking like. All right. So our only All-Star was a relief pitcher. Yeah, that being said, I'll show you guys the draft class. All right, so our draft class is here. We had a pretty solid one, I would say. A lot of good trade pieces. Yeah, pretty simple. I think we might actually somehow make the playoffs this year. I don't think we're gonna win it this year, but I think we definitely will crack the playoffs. So that being said, these guys are going to make great trade value next year when we actually try to make a push for the World Series. So yeah. All right, we finished 96 and 66 and won the division. Um, I don't know how we did this. We're the 17th ranked team. I think we're definitely frauds. We're on fraud watch in the biggest way. But you know what? Playoff baseball is playoff baseball. The starting pitching, like I said, kind of carried us the distance. Unfortunately, Braxton Garrett will not be with us for the playoffs because I didn't put him on the 40 mana early enough. But, I mean, the pitching got a lot better. They did their thing. Ronnie Enriquez, like I said, he gets good. Liam Hicks got a lot better. Augustin Ramirez got a lot better. Didn't hit very well, but you know what? It's a step. Xavier Edwards, 285. He did exactly what I said he was going to do. So that's what we like to see. Dane Myers. Moved him to third base. He was left fielder. 272 with 13 home runs. That'll play. Otto Lopez moved him to short. He's an 84. So he basically stayed the same. 254 batting average isn't bad. Heriberto Hernandez. His potential goes down. He did not have a good year. Derek Hill only hit against lefties. He went up a ton in overall, but he sucked, to be completely real. So Kyle Stowers, though, 263, had 32 home runs. Griffin Conine, 282 with 13 home runs. Jacob Marcy, 278, 14 home runs. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Joey Wiemer did not actually play in the MLB. He was in AAA for the year. Yeah, that being said, this is definitely a fraud watch type team. I don't think we're going to make it very far, but yeah, I'm going to fix the roster and then we'll hop into the playoffs. All right, we are taking on the Brewers. Yuri Perez versus Freddie Peralta, game one. Is a W. Cabrera versus Woodruff. Is a W. We are moving on to Cincinnati. I'm going to let Sandy pitch game one, and then I'm going to go fix rotation. So Sandy versus Hunter Green. Is a W. I'm going to go fix the rotation. I do want Yuri Perez on the bump here, so yeah. All right. We have a 1-0 lead. Yuri Perez versus Lodolo. Is a W. Cabrera for the sweep. Is a W. We are moving on. I'm going to go fix the rotation, and then we're going to go take on the Dodgers. This is probably where we're going to get knocked out, so yeah. All right, we are taking on the Dodgers. Yuri Perez versus Yamamoto, game one. Is a loss, close one. Cabrera versus Blake Snell, game two. Is a W. Sandy versus Shohei, game three. Is a loss. Meyer versus Yamamoto. Is a loss. I'm going to go fix the rotation. I don't think we're going to have a shot, but I would at least like our best guy on the bump. So, yeah, give me a second. All right, Yuri Perez versus Blake Snell is a loss. All right, we made it a lot further than I thought we would, and we, took on a tough Dodgers team. It happens, it happens. So, yeah, that being said, let's get to the offseason. I think I'm going to make one or two moves for, like, an elite level player, and then we'll just go from there. So, yeah. All right, we're going to trade Rich Oliveros and Jose Armas for Roki Sasaki. You know what we're going to do. We're going to turn him into a starter and trade him. So, yeah, I'm going to... I think I know who I'm going to try to get, but we're going to make this deal, and then he's going to be turned into someone else. So, yeah. All right, we're going to trade Richard Encarnacion, Leomar Martinez, and Jacob Miller for Ben Reyes. I'm thinking I'm actually going to keep Roki Sasaki, and we'll do only 2 players this year and see how it does. So, yeah, we're going to get this guy and hopefully turn him into the player I want. All right, we're going to trade Shane Sasaki, Grant Richardson, and Zach McCambley for Brent Rooker, who is going to be hopefully part of the trade. So, yeah. All right, so we do have the facilities. Ben Reyes, Tadahito Matsui, and Mr. Brent Rooker for the GOAT, Aaron Judge. Yeah, honestly, this might be the only move I'm going to make. There is one player in free agency I want to try to get, but if I don't get them, I don't get them. So, yeah, this should definitely put us as a World Series team, considering the year we had last year. So, yeah. All right, we are at the home run derby. Mr. Aaron Judge, 29 home runs. Exactly what I like to see. He's hitting 339. Already has a 5.6 WAR, which is one less than he had last year. Yeah, definitely the right pickup, obviously. But yeah, let's take a look at who our All-Stars are. For reference, we are 57-40 and first in the division, ahead of the Mets by 4 games. And a loaded top 3. Judge is the only starter that I can see. Edward Cabrera is here, though, which is good to see. Ronnie Henriquez, 31-3. He had 53 saves last year, which is very good. Catcher, nobody. First base, Juan Yepes, the GOAT. Yeah, that's it. It's just Judge and those 2 other guys. So, all around, good start to the year. We just need to finish it out really strong and hope for the best. So, yeah. All right, this is our draft class 98 potential on Gustavo Reyes. That is a beautiful pick. Honestly, I don't think any of this is going to matter, though. I think we won the World Series this year. So, yeah, just get to the end of the year and see if we can win it all. All right, we finished 87 and 75, win the division. All around terrible year, but Judge went off. So we technically only snuck into the playoffs, but how does Aaron Judge not win it with the Hank Aaron and the batting title? And I don't know. That being said, though, I'm gonna fix the roster and then we're gonna hop in. I think this is gonna be the year. So yeah, see what we can do. All right, we are taking on the Phillies. Roki versus Christopher Sanchez. It's a big loss. Perez versus Wheeler. It's a W. Luzardo versus Cabrera. It's a W. We move on. We're going to do game one with Sandy and then fix rotation. So Sandy versus Steele game one. It's a W. Fixed rotation. We'll hop back in. All right, we're already up 1-0. Roki versus Ranger Suarez. It's a W. Perez for the sweep. It's a loss. Cabrera to move on. It's a W. We are taking on Cincinnati. We're going to fix rotation, then we're going to hop right back in. All right, we're taking on the Reds. They beat the Dodgers. Sasaki versus Abbott. It's a W. Perez versus Lodolo. It's a W. We're up 2-0. Come on. Cabrera versus Green. It's a loss. Abbott versus Sandy. It's a loss. I'm going to go fix the rotation, and then we're going to hop back in. All right, Roki versus Lodolo. It's a W. Perez to move on versus Green. It's a W. We are taking on Detroit for the World Series. I'm going to go fix the rotation. We'll look at the roster, and we'll hop in. All right, so I'm pretty sure we only have 2 guys, and it is the top 2. But just to go through it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 out of 26 is a lot better than I thought they would be. That being said, let's hop into the World Series and get it done. All right, Game 1, Roki versus Jack Flaherty. Is a W. Game 2, Perez versus Skubal. Is a loss. Cabrera versus Mize, Game 3. Is a loss. 2 one-run losses hurts. Sandy versus Reese Olson. Is a W. I'm going to fix rotation. We're going to hop right back in. I need our ace on the bump right now. All right, Roki versus Flaherty to give us the advantage. Is a W. We are 1 win away from winning it all. We got Yuri Perez on the bump, who is this team's technical ace. Besides, what's his name? Yeah, technically it's between him and Edward Cabrera for the originals. But the team looks good. We are the away team. Can we start off with a run? We do. Now Yuri Perez lights out. Never mind, Colt Keith had something else to say about that. There we go. All right, we get out of it. We put up 2. Perez, I need a 0 on the board. Beautiful. Offense, don't let up now, though.
3.
Do not let up early.
3.
We put up another one. Beautiful. Yuri. Beautiful work. He gives up another solo shot.
3.
All right, but then that's it. Oh, we put up 5. That's going to be ball game for the most part.
3.
Beautiful work. Yuri Perez, just keep going.
First base. Take your base. Ball 4.
Double play. Beautiful. All right. We are going to bring in Ronnie Enriquez.
Ball 4. Take your base.
3-run homer. The off-rip is crazy. All right, we're going to hop in for the final out. I mean, it's a good thing it wasn't a close game or else that would have been a terrible decision. But, yeah, we just need to get the last out against Spencer Torkelson, and we are World Series champions. They had 95 wins to our 87. Honestly, this was not an 87-win team, considering last year we won 96 games. I don't know if this was the more accurate one or if last year was more accurate, but doesn't matter as long as...
Time. Back at him. Take your
What I
base.
was saying is it doesn't matter as long as we just finish this off with a W. Regular season does not matter once you get to Game 6 of the World Series and you're up by 6, so... Barring something insane happening, this should be ball game right about here. So, Ronnie, send it home. Ooh, okay. Okay, good take. Good take. That's going to get foul.
Nope, that's
Right,
foul.
yeah, thank you. They let that one go for a little bit. Ronnie Enriquez. right? That's his last name. I think so. I'm losing my mind. But we are World Series champions. The Marlins get it done. Aaron Judge, back-to-back World Series champion in this. Honestly, they made him kind of easy to get in this game for the most part. So yeah, that being said, we get it done. Let's go see who the World Series and postseason MVP are. It's probably Judge, 2 home runs in this game alone. So, Yuri Perez, 8 innings pitched, 6 Ks, 2 runs given up. I mean, phenomenal game from the guys. It's exactly what we wanted to see, and they got it done. So let's take a look here. Xavier Edwards, World Series MVP, playoff MVP goes to Kyle Stowers. Oh, so he only literally had 2 home runs in that. Oh, actually, no. Why is it saying he only has 3 when he literally has 4 in this alone? Oh, unless it's okay. That's before the World Series. So that being said, 24 out of 26 is phenomenal. Honestly, it's a lot better than I thought this team was going to be. So that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.